Hello my demons, my name is Sketchy Blue Moon, but you can just call me Sketchy. I am just an artist on the internet that loves to create stories and characters and just to share them with other people and just to have fun all around. And in today's video, I would love to go over another video on 5 tips for beginner artists. If you haven't seen my first video, go ahead and watch it so you have a better grasp on how I explained things. So please, stick around, take notes, listen in, and just have fun. Maybe do some doodling as you're listening to this, or maybe some homework, or whatever it is you need to do or want to do, go ahead and do it as you're listening to this. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Tip number 1. Don't set yourself up. Just because someone claims it works doesn't mean it will work for you. I have experienced this myself, setting myself up towards something that will maybe work for me or maybe might help for me to get better with something, but then it doesn't and I end up failing horribly towards it and I just have a complete meltdown. I mean, you do that regardless as a kid. So the main thing I want to bring up in this topic, which isn't really talked about enough, is that yes, just because some particular skill or method works with somebody else does not mean you can also do the same thing. You can try it. You can. Like, I'm not saying that you must not do it. What I'm saying is that sure, you can give it a go. If it doesn't work, maybe put your own twist to it. It's like if someone draws a circle in a certain way and you try and do that certain way, but it's not comfortable with your wrist or you're not holding the pencil correctly, well then do it differently. Do it differently towards what you're trying to do. Another example is types of pens and pencils and paper that people use. You do not need to get those specific things. I explained in the other video that you do not need expensive equipment because somebody else has it. You do not need an expensive tablet just because someone else has it. Yeah, it would be nice to have good equipment, but you can get along just fine with like the good amount of like cheap stuff that is out there. I mean, for me, I wouldn't go too cheap on certain things because like cheap paper is pretty crap to draw on, but then there are pretty good books and stuff at a good price. So keep an eye out, keep a lookout, and just really expand your mind on what other similar things that you can do that will actually put an effect on your learning. Tip number 2. How to feel better about your art. Understanding what you need to see. A lot of the time I see people complain, moan and whine and everything about how they see their art instead of actually seeing for what it is. Now, what I mean by that is the way that I see it with people, the way that they critique their own work. It's like, yes, you're supposed to critique yourself just so that you can, like, improve yourself. But to critique. Great, now I completely forgot how to say the word. It is not bad to judge yourself, but to judge yourself to the point where you're seriously thinking about quitting art is not good for you. You must understand the way you draw is the way you draw. Just because you cannot draw something realistic does not mean you have to suffer and to, like, put it on yourself to, like, end up quitting. It's just not the way to go. How you need to see your art is like looking at like how you cook food. Bear with me for a sec with this, okay? Just bear with me. You're going to make mistakes whilst cooking food, but then you can fix the majority of it in the end, and you can still come out with something good. The way I see it with art, yes, you can make as many mistakes, and you're gonna continue to make those mistakes. But making those mistakes is going to make the work more worth it. Because you're challenging yourself to see your art for what it needs to be. You cannot tell me that you're just gonna give up because you cannot, see the way your art needs to be. You just have to keep trying. You have to keep going. I struggled so horribly as a teenager, trying so hard to keep changing my art style to make it look similar to other art styles, and going to lengths that are so unrealistic and refusing to see my art for what it really is. Mine. It's my art style. And now, with everything I draw and everything I see through the right lens, I am honestly in love with my fucking art. I can't wait to see how it's going to look at the end. That's what I drive for. That's what I look forward to. Something like that is the main key to why it's important to look at your art in a better light, instead of complaining all the time that you just can't see it. The reason why you can't see it is because the way you're talking to yourself about it. The less you are so miserable to yourself, the less of a struggle it's going to be. And I hope to God that made sense. Tip number 3. You can do whatever style. Don't limit your ability. I have seen quite a lot of artists that do have multiple of different art styles, and that's honestly not a bad thing. I wish I had multiple of art styles, but I kind of like to stick to my own art style, honestly. But it is not a bad thing to have multiple of different styles. It can actually be pretty fun. But I will say, I don't know why some people do have a big problem about it. I don't know why. Some people just cannot wrap their heads around it that, somebody can have multiple of different art styles to Cartoon Network, classic cartoony style, and then they can also do realism and some other things as well. It's well, that's what they can do. They have so many abilities, they are doing it to their advantage. Just stop with the hate and just let artists just be artists. What the hell? So literally just don't be afraid to try out a bunch of different styles and to have a bunch of different styles. It's not a bad thing. It's really not. Just go ahead and enjoy what you like doing. Tip number 4. Just draw it if it's right for you. Sure, it's hated, but it's hated for stupid reasons. Now, I'm gonna go on for a little bit of a rant for this because I am still trying to figure out why some people hate certain things. The main thing I'll be talking about is the chicken scratches, certain shading with colors, and maybe some other things, but I like to mainly focus on some sort of sketching style and some shading color thing. I'll explain. Please ignore people that hate the chicken scratching method. I cannot see the reason why people hate that art style so much. There are so many art pieces that are so rough, that are so, ragged, that it's not hated. But then you look at chicken scratches, chicken scratch art, and it can be the most amazing thing ever. But people, the second that people find out that, oh, it's chicken scratching, the fucking hate! The hate is unreal! And I don't understand! I don't even know where the fuck it came from. I don't know where the hate came from, but it just came out of nowhere. I mean, sure, maybe after the recording, I'm just gonna look it up and I'm just gonna put it on screen right now. But right now, I still don't know why the chicken scratching method for sketching is absolutely hated. There are plenty of other arts, that have messy, oil paints, watercolor, and all that kind of stuff. There are so many art pieces that are messy and jagged as fuck. But again, those aren't hated, but it's chicken scratching. If you personally love doing the chicken scratching method, you go on ahead and do it. It's not wrong to do. If it fits right with your style, then it fits right with your style. Don't let other people drag you down because of whatever fucking reason. Just keep going with that method if you like it. Now, with like the color shading thing, I don't know when the hell this happened, but I think like it happened like quite like a while ago. That like when people like, you know, shade with like certain colors and all that kind of stuff, purple shading is the most hated method to do. And I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. I don't even know where the hell this hate came from. Just people were being harassed so much for using purple for shading. No matter what the piece was, even if it had color, like, you know, the purple color in the background or like purple lighting or whatever, if you dared to use purple shading, you would get harassed. And I still don't know why, till this day, why that happened. Luckily, I was never caught up on it when it was happening, cause like, I mean, I wasn't really getting a lot of attention back then, so obviously I was like flying under the radars of like getting away of like using that particular method. But oh my god, no. I can't believe people were doing that. And I honestly don't see the harm of using certain colors for shading methods. I don't see the hate. I don't see what is so horribly wrong about this. People were acting like people are gonna die, for fuck's sake. Like, as dramatic as it is literally just people complaining for the sake of complaining and just wanting attention and just being massive hypocrites and just babies about it. You go on ahead and do whatever style or method you want to do. It will not kill anybody. Nobody is gonna die. Nothing is gonna happen. Just do whatever method suits you the most. And for tip number 5, it's okay to be jealous. Jealousy is normal, but don't let it take over. Now, for this last tip, I wanted to bring this up at the end because I'm seeing this way too much nowadays. I mean, it's getting significantly worse and worse by the year of artists being jealous of other people, and it just ends up of people getting doxxed and harassed, and it's like, okay, what the fuck? Let me just put this plain and simple. I get jealous whenever I see artists like make these masterpieces, and yes, I do wish I can do that, and I'm jealous of that. But you must not let that jealousy take over. I don't know why, but I was literally gonna say jelly. You must not let that jealousy become anger towards that artist. They have done nothing to you, and you've done nothing to them. There is no point of you getting angry. You just need to control yourself and think, is it really worth getting angry over something when I know I can reach it one day? That is something to think about, and that is really something to talk to yourself about. Like, literally open yourself up about it. Maybe, like, you know, talk it to, like, some people. Like, oh, like, yes, I'm, like, struggling because, like, you know, I feel crap about my art style, but then I look at other people's art and I want my art to be just as good or even better than them. Honestly, sure, people will say, well, that's being a bit pathetic. You need to cut back and you need to stop comparing yourself to others, which is true. You do need to stop comparing yourself to others. But the main thing, what I'm trying to get at here of like being open about being jealous, is to understand on how it sounds. Because like even just like me saying that, I feel a bit stupid. I feel a bit silly just saying that out loud. That like, yeah, Again, I still get jealous here and there, but when you actually dive in deep about it, it's like, oh, this is actually a stupid reason why I'm jealous about it, when I know everybody has their limits and levels and art styles and all sorts of crap. It is not worth for me to get angry over somebody who is considered better than me. No artist is better than each other. We all have unique styles, and just chill out. And I honestly don't know why it's becoming more and more of a thing of other artists attacking and bullying beginner artists, or like somebody who's like so much more younger than them that apparently draws way better than them. And it's like, can you just give them support and advice instead of, I am going to have you kicked off the internet because you're better than me? How dare you exist in my presence? Bitch, you are not the main character. You are not the sole creator of art. You are not important. Shut the fuck up and leave these kids alone. Nobody has any right or any authority to put down somebody because they were faster at learning than you ever could have ever been. There is no need for this kind of hate towards beginners. No need. I get so sick and tired of coming across video after video and complaint after complaint of these fucking adults bitching and moaning and wishing they can attack these kids. Why are you so desperate to put others down just so that you can be on top of the fucking pedestal? It is pathetic of you to act like that. You're the one acting more of a goddamn child, thinking that the world owes them everything because of your fucking sob story. Nobody cares. Sure, I care in a way, because you would go out of your way to harm a child for drawing? Be fucking glad that there's still kids out there who would rather have a pen and pencil and a piece of paper than use AI! How fucking dare you! It is disgusting for you to act like that. It is absolutely a disgrace. You need the kick up the ass. You need a slice of humble pie and a slice of fucking reality. They don't need reality. You do. Yeah, I am getting quite heated about this, only because I cannot wrap my head around on why you people think it is so important for you to observe dominance over children. Children that apparently draw better than you. It is disgusting. You need to grow up and get yourself off the internet and take a good, long fucking walk. And really think to yourself, is it really worth it? Is it really fucking worth it to continuously stroke your dick towards putting down a child? Obviously, to some of you, yeah, I love stroking my dick because I literally harassed a child off the internet. It makes me feel so fucking good. I hope to fuck karma comes your way. It always comes. No pun intended. It will always fucking come to you. So good luck with it, if it ever fucking does. Rant over. Rant over. I'm okay. I'm all good. Honestly, it's actually nice to get that shit out now and then. Just to go over to this stuff that, again, isn't really talked about enough. So, yeah. So there we go, another 5 tips for beginner artists. I do hope the way I talk and the way that things I say is clear enough and good enough as information for you to take in and for you to become better towards yourself. I am going to be continuing this series of 5 tips for, artists and all that kind of stuff, and there'll probably be some times where I do things differently towards these kind of videos, but it's just I just need to think of what else I can do and all that kind of stuff. on like thinking other ways of like that isn't discussed or shown enough in videos to actually help artists. And that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give this video a like, comment down below on things that you would like for me to go over in the next video, and I might go over it. Who knows, maybe. I mean, I probably will, because, you know, if you are struggling on anything, please just comment it down below, and it might appear in the next video. If you think that this would help somebody you know, or maybe a group, or a friend, or a family member, whoever you think this would be more beneficial to, please give it a share. Like, you know, copy the link and just like send it to people and say like, hey, look at this, new like tutorial video. Tutorial video? It's a tip video. It's a tip video. A tip video! If you also want to see more things from me, please give me a subscribe, because that honestly helps me so much. And thank you so much if you are already subscribed. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And with that, I'll see you in the next video, my demons. Bye!